The purpose of this presentation is to provide additional information about the island of Jamaica that may not be readily apparent even to people indigenous to the region. I intend to use as a focus of my presentation several key issues that are remarkably similar to the U.S. in terms of scope and breadth. I will begin my discussion on the topic of Jamaica with a brief history of the island. I will then provide details on some geographical distinctions that are synonymous to tropical regions such as Jamaica. Next, I'll provide some information that pertains to the people of Jamaica. And finally, I'll address some of the economic issues facing the people of Jamaica as they pertain to the country's viability in this ever-shrinking global economy, while simultaneously drawing analogies to the United States. The island was discovered in 1494 by Christopher Columbus. The native Taino Indians that had inhabited the island for centuries were systematically exterminated and gradually replaced by African slaves. England seized control of the island in 1655 and established a plantation economy based on sugar, cocoa, and coffee. The abolition of slavery in 1834 produced many small farmers that still exist to today. Eventually, Jamaica gained its independence in 1962 from Britain. Jamaica has a landmass of approximately 11,000 kilometers. That means that it's slightly smaller than the state of Connecticut. The climate is hot and humid with a temperate interior that averages 90 degrees or above annually. Surprisingly, or perhaps sadly, only 15% of the island is arable. And like America, the island suffers from deforestation. Coastal waters polluted by industrial and oil spills produce damage to coral reefs. Emissions from automobiles produce considerable pollution, particularly in Kingston, which is the capital and the most densely populated area of the island. Jamaican women have a life expectancy of 75.3 years, while Jamaican men can expect to live 71.8 years. The population of Jamaica is roughly 2.8 million people, and 61% of those people are between the ages of 15 and 64 years of age. 91% of the inhabitants are black and profess Christianity as their official religion, and the official to tourism revenues. I find this tidbit of information particularly interesting in light of the fact that native Jamaicans now residing in the United States are unwitting participants of a major sector of Jamaica's economy simply by sending money home on a regular basis. Jamaica's debt to GDP of almost 130% is in large part due to government including gang violence, which is fueled by the drug trade. And the average yearly income of the average Jamaican worker is only $7,400 a year, which is down from $7,500 from a year ago. Just as Jamaica's past is not dissimilar from the United States, so is Jamaica's current economic conditions indicative of one possible future American financial bailouts. We could potentially be subjugated to a worsening economy and subsequent escalation of crime. This concludes my presentation. I hope this information has been beneficial as well as informative. Thank you.
Thank you.
You got a clock. Amen.